Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you all how I did this flat twist and flexi rod set on my natural hair. As you all can see, I am starting off on blown out hair, and I am going ahead and sectioning my hair off into two sections in the front, which will be for the flat twist, and I am going ahead and putting the back section up so that it is out of the way. Off in one section in the front, I am creating a diagonal part because I want one twist to kind of come up into the center of my head. So I'm making sure that I kind of get the section as crisp as possible, but then I am going in with a little bit of jam. This is what I will be using for my flat twist in the front, because one thing about jam is that it has a great hold and it doesn't flake. So I'm making sure that I put the jam around the perimeter, and then I am also adding some jam into the inside sections just to make sure that everything is smooth and sleek. And of course, you want to use your comb or brush to make sure that you thoroughly have that product combed through the hair, and then you can begin flat twisting. How I like to do these flat twists is by picking up small sections, but I also kind of like to part the hair a little bit, so it kind of creates like a stitch flat twist. That is the best I can do. I have not mastered like stitch braids, even though I tried just a little bit, but I can do like an okay stitch flat twist. If trying to part the hair while you're flat twisting is somewhat complex and complicated, don't worry, a regular flat twist will do. So I'm just gonna flat twist that section, and then I will secure it with a rubber band. And for my next twist in this section, I am just cleaning up my middle part because I'm actually okay with this part not being diagonal. I did go ahead and add the jam to the perimeter of the section as well as on the inside, and I'm just making sure that the product is smooth through before I begin this next flat twist. So we're going to repeat this on the other side, and then we will move to the flexi rodding part. I am using my favorite flexi rods for this, which is the blue color. I will make sure that they are linked in the description box below. For this hairstyle, I am going to be flexi rodding my hair in medium-sized sections because guess what, girl? Don't nobody want to sit here all day. So I'm going to be using this Mousse Def to help formulate those curls. And I honestly didn't need 3 pumps for this section, but I feel like 2 pumps will typically do for each section, if not 1, depending on how thick and dense your hair is. I am making sure that I wrap my hair very neatly and smoothly around the rod, because the way that you wrap your hair is the way that the curl is going to come out. When you bend the flexi rod, you always want to make sure you bend it against the roots to make sure that it is tight and it is staying in place. I decided to fold my flexi rods multiple times because I knew that I was going to put a bonnet on. You do not have to sleep with these flexi rods in. You can sit up under the dryer and take them out, but because it is so hot in North Carolina, I was like, I want these curls to really set overnight after even sitting under the dryer. So it was a struggle, okay? I can't say I'm gonna do it again because my head was hurting just a little bit. But just make sure that you are flexi rodding your hair nice and neat, and that you are making sure that the hair is smooth over the rod. Sometimes you have to add a little bit more mousse to the ends of your hair to make sure that they are laying flat, so that when you remove the rods, they do not come out frizzy and things like that. For my sections at the front where I have the flat twist, I am adding 2 flexi rods per flat twist. So basically splitting the ends of the section and putting 2 rods into the hair. To prep this hair to sit up under the dryer, you do want to add some more mousse depth to the hair, this time to the flat twist, and you want to make sure that it is smooth in. I do like to take my comb to go ahead and mold my edges into place because I will not be applying any edge control to my hair. Honestly, it's just a little too hot for all of that in these streets for me, okay? So I am just going ahead and adding some black strips to my hair just to make sure that the hair is going to set in place. I did go ahead and sit up under the dryer for about 45 minutes. Because my hair was blown out, it really didn't take much, but I decided, of course, because I told you all about this 90-degree plus weather, I decided to go ahead and sleep with these rods in overnight just to make sure it had just a little bit of extra hold. So I'm adding my own black scarf around my edges, and then I will put on my very, very large bonnet. So it is the next day and I didn't sleep great, but I slept okay with all of these rods in my head. I'm just removing my bonnet and my head scarf first. And I'm not too mad about how my edges healed up. I didn't expect them to be 100% perfect, but I felt like they looked pretty fine. Now I am going to remove the rods, and you basically want to be very, very careful throughout this process, and you want to make sure that the curls actually bounce back after you remove the rod. For this hairstyle, I will not be like stretching my hair at all. The heat outside is basically going to allow these curls to drop on their own, and they do not need me manipulating them anymore. And once I get the last rod out, I finally feel like I'm free, because sleeping with these rods does have my scalp just a little bit tender and sore, because you know a girl is tender-headed anyway. I'm just adding just a little bit of oil spray on my hair before I actually go in to separate. So when you separate your curls, you just want to make sure that every time you separate a piece, you rewind it around your hand to reformulate the curl. One thing about the mousse depth is that you really do not have to worry about too much frizz as long as you are setting the hair correctly, okay? And as you all could see, I honestly didn't have to really separate that much. I actually could have just let these curls fall and just separate on their own, but I decided that I wanted a little bit of volume, so that is why I went ahead and separated the whole entire head. Want you back, girl. I could give you a big bad surprise. Let you take it to get the front in order, you're just going to take your 4 sections of flat twist and gather them together, and then you're going to push them back just a tad bit, and I'm going to use 4 bobby pins to secure this in place. If you would like to add edge control to your edges for a more sleeker look, you can do that here as you are adding the finishing touches to your hair. Here's what my hair looks like. I am super thrilled with it. It is very cool and not too much hair in my face, which I absolutely love. As always, I hope you all enjoyed the video and found it useful, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. See ya!